Hello, and welcome once again to another Heart to Heart talk. With me, I'm John Kurt, the interim pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining me. It's been a while. I had to take a little break, but here I am again. And I hope that these messages that we share, that come from my heart to your heart, will be a blessing to you and bring some uplift and encouragement and sometimes a challenging word here and there. Well, in John's Gospel, chapter 10, verse 10, Jesus said this: "The thief comes to steal and kill and destroy, but I've come that you might have life and that you might have it to the fullest, or that you might have it more abundantly." You know, on planet Earth, there are about 7 or 8 billion people. I've lost count lately. And so many of them aren't really living, they're just existing. Life is meaningless, it's an empty rat race. Now, I came across this book that I started reading some time ago, and it was entitled 1 Month to Live. There's two quotes from the book that were very interesting and very revealing. The first was by Alan Sachs, and it said this: "Death is more universal than life. Everyone dies, but not everyone lives." And then the second quote by Harold Kushner said this: "I'm convinced that it is not the fear of death, of our lives ending, that haunts our sleep so much, as the fear that as far as the world is concerned, we might as well have never lived." Well, maybe you're like that today. Maybe you feel that way. You know, even Christians can get to feel that life is lackluster or routine or even just a bummer. Several years ago, there was a film called Dead Poets Society, and it made popular that Latin phrase carpe diem, which means seize the day. And that's an exhortation to live life to the fullest and get the most out of each and every day. And down deep, we all want to live life to the fullest and get the most out of each day. Not one of us wants to be mediocre or dull. We want to be exciting. We want to have life full of meaning. It's a basic human desire. Unfortunately, many times we get caught up in the details of day-to-day living, and we just don't have time to seize the day. We've got deadlines, we've got commitments, problems, priorities, distractions, obstacles. And though we really want more fulfillment from every single day, it just doesn't seem to be within our grasp. A lot of us suffer from someday syndrome. What do I mean by that? Well, always waiting for someday when the schedule calms down, your finances improve, your kids grow up, that you can begin to live the life you've always dreamed of. Someday I will do this, or someday I will do that. But God's desire for us is to live every day to the fullest. Christ made it clear that his purpose in coming was that we could have life and have it more abundantly. In other words, he came that life wouldn't just be a maze, but that it might be amazing. And this morning, I want to give you some principles that his word puts within our grasp. The Apostle Paul gives us 3 keys to living life to the fullest. And when you look at his life filled with abundance and joy and excitement, I think we ought to listen to him. Now I'm going to share those things just briefly here. Live with a purpose every day. Don't live in the past. And finally, live life in the present every day. It's so easy to live in the past or dream about the future. It's a real challenge to live in the present moment. And to be self-aware so that we are living what Jesus said that we should do, living more abundantly. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope and pray that as we get back on track here with these heart-to-hearts, they'll be a blessing to you. They're on our website, alphaag.org, or on our Facebook page. You can check it out. God bless and have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.